This is none other than your host, Steve, from the back, and I figure I'd take you into this thing and basically rant about, rant about, show you what you've already seen some of, show you how recreationally how I condition my bones a little bit. The thing is, I actually really prefer to go outside and use trees, but today I'm not doing that today. Today I really want to keep my calories up. Tell you the truth, I burned more calories I think than I wanted to conditioning my bones, and I also did a little bit of precision today. A little bit of precision cutting with a couple of really dull blades. One is sharp. I have a hatchet. The hatchet is a hatchet. I mean, come on. Wouldn't matter so much how sharp it was anyway. Because it's about precision, so if it's dull, it kind of makes it even better because it makes it more challenging. Because if it's so sharp, then when it does hit something, it'll be more obvious that way. These machetes I have are dull. I have this one. I don't know what to call this thing. It's like a mount, some type of mounted thing. It's really cheap, but it don't cut holes through things. So, it would definitely do damage if it was a self-defense weapon. It would definitely do damage to someone very badly. So, that is what it is. I'm trying to think if there's anything I forgot to say. So, like, comment, and sub. I guess if you haven't seen any other videos I did on precision or on bone conditioning, go on the channel, go check them out. Look at all the playlists on the channel, all the playlists. It's hard to say, but look at all the playlists on the channel, and hit the bell button, leave a comment, like, and sub, and let's just get right into the video. Okay, so I guess this is basically just the ranting part of the video. Um, I apologize if the sound isn't that good. So let me jump right into this. So basically, what I would like to see is, I would like people to understand the importance more commonly of conditioning certain bones, and I would like to see more people do this type of training. Um, it's funny because I'll give you a little kind of brief story. So, I've been into martial arts for like some years, and but one thing I like, for instance, I always would focus on like learning new things, like trying to learn. Okay, well, how do you defend against this? How do you defend against that? How do you use this as a weapon? How do you use that as a weapon? You know, how do you practice this, or like how do you get better at your accuracy or precision or whatever? But one thing I neglected, I neglected the aspect of actually conditioning bones, and then what I basically started doing was I was like, well, I even, like, for instance, there's someone that I don't really know this guy that well, but someone in my family knew a guy who actually was into kung fu of all things. It's weird because a lot of people don't train kung fu. Kung fu is something that you don't hear about a lot of people in America necessarily training or knowing much about kung fu at all. But this guy did, and he was talking about someone he knew that would hit a tree. And the thing is, now Thai fighting is very popular, so we all know about, everyone knows about Muay Thai, and Thai fighters basically do the same thing. Everyone knows about karate, but I think people don't really think too much about how, yes, people that do karate sometimes break boards and stuff like that, and break concrete and do things like that. And yes, some of them are phony, but you have to understand, men and women who actually are not faking it and who actually can, break boards and break even sometimes concrete or bricks. When you have to understand when they do that demonstration, their bones are pretty darn conditioned to be doing that. So it didn't just happen overnight. Obviously, that they had to train to get bones that are dense and hard enough to perform those type of things. And then generally, the thing is, if you fight someone like that, you're going to quickly notice. You're going to notice I'm laughing because it's actually comical. You're going to notice the devastating effect it has when they actually hit you, and you notice that it feels like someone is slapping you with a friggin' piece of concrete. You're like, what the hell? That's because their bones are just very, very tough and conditioned, okay? And that's the whole point of this type of training. It's so, it's not so you can be sore and have occasionally a little nick or cut on your hand or shin or whatever, and you're bleeding. It's not for that, obviously. It's so that you can have just tougher bones, okay? So you don't have like brittle bones. You don't have brittle hands. You don't have any of that stuff. In fact, you have a harder, denser, stronger tool to hit with. That's really what it's all about. Okay? And obviously, precision goes without saying. In any sport, in any martial art, in anything, if you have bad aim, obviously someone's going to be moving. But anyway, the thing is, you got to look at fighting in general. People who have very good aim and who are precise are some of the most devastating fighters you'll ever see. And that's just the way it is. So precision in any aspect, with bladed weapons, with empty hands, anything, is very important. So bone conditioning and precision may be a thing that, you know, some people think, oh, well, that's only Kyokushin fighters that do. Oh, that's only, you know, that's traditional martial arts. That's you know, ancient. That's no, it's not. It's just it should be more common. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna really say for this rant. And like, comment, and sub. This is your host, Steve from the back. This is a fun recreational thing you can do, but it also is something that will help you in the overall world of self-defense and self-protection. And have a nice day.